He's in bad shape. Amber's named him Yoda.
So he's got quite a nasty laceration down the bottom of his chin here. Basically, the gum and the bottom of his chin has been pulled off, the area of bone. I'm just going to X-ray his face just to see if we've got any fractures. At this stage, there's none that I can feel, but there may be a fracture under the eye or in the cheekbone. Just push him that way a little bit.
Koalas walk between trees at night. It makes them vulnerable to car hits or dog attacks.
X-ray. There's quite a distinct fracture down below that lower incisor on his bottom jaw. There doesn't seem to be any fractures in the cheekbones, which is good.
Yoda's fracture is in a difficult place. The vets have to decide now whether to pin the fracture or sew the skin back over it and let nature take its course.
The trouble we have in mouths, as in any bone repair, I guess, is if it's been exposed to the outside, certainly the mouth is full of bacteria. If we put an implant in, whether it be a screw or a wire or a pin or whatever, the implant tends to track infection in, so they're really prone to getting bone infections if we use an implant in a dirty environment. Yeah, if you could give it a really, really, really good thorough clean out, yeah, you could do that, but geez, we'd have to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, we will do.
The good news is the internal bleeding seems to have stopped. Now, vets Amber and John have to decide whether to pin his fractured jaw.
And I reckon if you put an implant in there, it'd have all sorts of issues.
Good. All right, well, I'll just clean it up and suture it.
Yeah.
They've decided to leave the fracture to heal by itself. But infection could set in, and that would finish him off. Koalas eat nothing but gum leaves, and they rarely drink water. It all comes from the leaves. Amber's surgery will have to be spot on. Tough gum leaves will certainly test her stitching.
This at least won't sort of hinder him chewing on his gum leaves and that sort of thing. It'll just more be a pain factor and ensuring that we don't get food packing into the wound. All right, we can wake him up now, I think.
Amber's stitched up Yoda as best she can. His survival is now in nature's hands.
Hey, Yoda. It's time for you to go today.
His fractured jaw and badly cut mouth seem to have done well.
Little man, just a little pinprick. Good boy.
If he checks out okay, he'll be going back to the wild. It's a big day for Yoda.
Okay, little boy. Let's put you on that mask.
He'll get a thorough physical to make sure he's in good general health. And then there's his mouth.
Let's have a look at your mouth, Yoda. That looks great. These little green bits are just food matter that's stuck on what remains of the stitches. So I'll be able to take those out today, and it's healed extremely well. It looks really good. I'm very happy with it. I'm just going to X-ray it for the last time just to make sure that fracture site is healed.
Yoda's a fighter. He's become a popular little koala.
He's a special koala too, because it was looking very touch and go when I first saw the fracture.
Everyone's got their fingers crossed Yoda's X-rays are going to be good.
This was the initial X-ray that we took the day that he came in. Then we've taken progressive X-rays since then just to see how it's healing. He's eating very, very well, so we weren't really concerned about it being unstable at all. We just wanted to check its progress and make sure there was no infection starting up. And today's X-ray, you can still see a fracture line, but it appears to be very stable and it's healing quite well.
Yoda doesn't know it, but he's passed with flying colours.
It's been a wonderful outcome and he's done so well in our enclosures. He's adapted really well to being in care. And it's nice to be able to give him a bit of a cuddle before he's going to go.
Koalas are released back into the areas they came from.
Let's find you a good tree, Yoda.
They're fussy eaters and get used to the gum leaves of home. Drop them back into unfamiliar territory and they might stop eating altogether.
See you, little man.
a good boy. We're going to miss you.
We don't want to
But
see you back.
We don't want to see you back.
We don't
No
want to
more.
see you back at all.
You're ready to go, aren't you?
Okay. Here you go. Go for your life. Go, Yoda.
It's where he's meant to be.
Yeah, definitely.
He's looking very happy, very settled.
Yeah,
where
he's
he should
comfy
be.
right up there in that fork. It's always a little bit sad, but you know, this is the best part of my job, being able to release them and get them back to where they came from. That's where they belong. See you, little boy.